Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to cover 10 important news articles from current affairs and we are going to cover these articles through MCQs. So in this discussion you will come across important current affair topics and also you will be able to solve some questions based on current affairs. And along with these questions we have also taken the UPSC previous year questions to show the standard of questions that we frame and also to help you understand about nature of questions that UPSC frames. Alright, so the lead article for today's discussion will be based on a program which is known as Naksha program. So we are going to understand in detail what is Naksha program. Alright, so before we go ahead, let us quickly see this particular quotation. So this quotation is from let's say Bishop George Berkeley. So what he has said, he says, to be is to be perceived. Okay, so this is a kind of philosophical quote, and to understand this particular quote you should be able to understand some philosophical arguments, you should be able to understand some psychological arguments also. So basically, like, this particular person says that existentialism, okay, like, if something exists only then it is to be perceived, it will be perceived. Okay, so he connects it with existentialism. And he has also written a treatise on the nature of the human knowledge. Okay, so if I talk about the name of the treatise that he has written, okay, so this treatise is known as a treatise concerning the principles of human knowledge, where he has discussed that, like, objects that exist, they are perceived. If they do not exist, so they will not be perceived. Okay, so this is one of the kind of philosophical thought. So such quotations are very much important for the UPSC essay paper and also ethics paper of UPSC. Okay, many a times you might have seen in UPSC essay paper that UPSC generally gives a very small quote and then it asks you to write an essay on it. So to write an essay on such a small quote becomes difficult for people who have less read about philosophical ideas. Alright, so if you read more you will be able to connect more. Okay, you will be able to generate more ideas and come up with a good essay. So with this, let us now quickly understand about some programs that Lukmaan IAS is running. One of the program is Public Admin Foundation course. So at Lukmaan IAS, Public Admin Foundation course is taught by S. Ansari sir. He is the kind of director of the institute also and he is a senior faculty. So he is going to cover the entire Public Admin Foundation course in the classroom. You will receive printed study materials. Along with this, you will attend test papers in the batch and there will be classes for about 5.5 months to cover the entire Public Admin Foundation course. So the course is going to start from 3rd of June 2025 and the first 50 joiners, all those students who are going to join before 15th of March, they are going to get benefited. I mean, they have to pay a smaller amount as compared to the actual fee of the course. Alright, apart from this, let's say like we have a Panch Sutra year-long test series. Alright, Panch Sutra mock test series. So this is for all India. This is for students who are preparing for this year's prelims exam. It is known as All India Prelims Mock Test Series. Basically, like in this particular test series, there are 5 tests. All of these tests are mock tests, means they are full-length tests. Each test will have a GS paper also. It will have a CSAT test also. You will get the answer keys, you will get the explanation, let's say, to the questions, and also there will be a detailed discussion by the faculties. Alright, so the test has already started. First test was conducted on 22nd of February and the next test is going to be conducted on 29th of March 2025. Alright, so with this, let us now understand the list of topics that we are going to cover in today's discussion. So basically, we will cover all these 10 topics that are listed over here. So these topics range from government schemes to, let's say, Indian economy. Then we have a topic from let's say again Indian economy. Then we are going to discuss about environment and ecology related topic. Then we are going to discuss about, let's say, defense exercises also. Then we are going to discuss about, let's say, science and technology related topic, which is Project Waterworth. Then we are going to discuss about geographical topics. Okay, we are going to go into history also, right? We are going to discuss about art and culture section as well, and we will cover Indian polity section. Okay, like one topic of Indian polity through this particular topic, which is constitutional provisions for center-state relations in India. So these topics are very much important for the UPSC prelims exam, And let us quickly move to the first topic. Okay, so first topic is based on a government program. Name of the program is Naksha program. So what is the full form of Naksha? Naksha stands for National Geospatial Knowledge Based Land Survey of Urban Habitations. Okay, so this is a government program, and so based on this program they have given 3 statements. We will go through all these statements one by one, and we need to identify which of these statements are correct. Okay, so quickly go through these statements. So first statement says it is an IT based initiative aimed at improving urban land records. This statement is right. The program ensures transparency and efficiency in property record administration. This is also right. But the thing is, third statement is wrong, because it says that the implementing agency is Survey of India. The Survey of India is going to basically gather data. Okay, it's going to gather data and provide this data to one department of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so that department is actually going to implement this, and name of that department is, it is known as Madhya Pradesh State Electronic Development Corporation. Okay, Madhya Pradesh State Electronic Development Corporation. Okay, so this particular body is going to implement this scheme. So only 2 statements are correct, which is 1 and 2. Okay, these 2 statements are correct. So this is the newspaper article that has inspired us to frame this particular question, and we have given the detailed explanation also. If in case you get more time, download this PDF from the description of this YouTube video, and then you can go through this PDF also to get some more, let's say, factual information from this thing. Now let us quickly see the next question. This question is again very important. So now this question is related to bank deposit insurance coverage in India. Okay, so basically when we talk about this topic in normal language, for example, you are a depositor, you are a person who has a bank account in SBI or in any corporate bank in India. If you deposit your money, and if later on, let's say, Reserve Bank of India comes up with some restriction, or maybe that bank fails, so whether your money will be protected, whether your money is insured or not, related to that this question is there. So basically, like, some portion of your money that you deposit in the bank account is protected under insurance schemes. Okay, over and above that amount, let's say if you have deposited in the same bank, it will not be protected. Means, like, you will not get back that amount if the bank fails and all. So basically here we are talking about the deposits that you make to the bank, right? Whether those deposits are protected or insured or not. So based on that, 3 statements are there. First statement says the insurance cover is guaranteed to all the depositors in insured banks under a statutory law in India. Okay, first statement is right. Okay, so in India we have a law. Okay, and this law is known as Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation Act 1961. Under this, they have established our department also. It is known as Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Okay, and it is a special division of the Reserve Bank of India. So, first statement is right. When we talk about second statement, it says the deposits in branches of foreign banks operating in India, and primary cooperative societies are also covered under this mechanism. Now the thing is, the second statement is wrong, because like in foreign banks, right, whatever deposits you make, right, or cooperative banks, right, which are not directly regulated by the Reserve Bank of India, there your deposits are not insured. Okay, this is the thing. Third, presently depositors are offered insurance coverage up to, this amount is wrong over here, it is rupees 5 lakh rupees. For example, there is a bank, you have deposited 10 lakh, somehow the bank failed. Only 5 lakh of your amount is kind of protected. Beyond 5 lakh, this is not protected. If you have some amount which is less than 5 lakh, it is protected. Means like it is insured. You are going to get back that amount. Okay, this is the thing. So only statement 1 is correct, which is option B. Now let us move to the next topic. And so this is the newspaper article. It says, what is deposit insurance and how will rising it help you? Okay, so recently the deposit insurance coverage have been increased, and so this move has been welcomed by kind of employees of the Reserve Bank of India. They have welcomed this move, and so it is a welcome move for everyone also, because like we are consumers, we do deposit our money in the bank. Okay, so we have another question. This question is related to renewable energy capacity in India. So we need to identify which statements are correct. First statement says, consider the following statements about various infrastructural projects taken by India in the field of renewable energy. So two statements are given. Renewable energy means those kind of energy which is not derived from fossil fuels, like energy which is derived from sunlight, energy which is derived from wind power, geothermal energy, right, or hydroelectricity. So they are renewable sources of energy. Means like the source of energy is not going to get exhausted or extinct during our lifetime. Okay, that's the thing. So it says world's largest renewable energy power project is being built in Gujarat. Yes, this is being built in Gujarat. So in Gujarat, basically, like they have set up a park. Okay, a very big park. Park means like for solar power generation and all. So it is going to be the largest in the world. So this statement is right. And second, India's first vertical bifacial solar plant installation on metro viaduct is done in Mumbai. This statement is wrong. Basically, this is done in Delhi. Okay, in Delhi there is a specific metro station where they have like bifacial solar power installation they have done. So only statement 1 is correct, and I'll show you the kind of more factual information related to this. So you see, 5th International Conference on Green Metro Systems, the future of urban mobility organized. Okay, so in Delhi, basically in Delhi there is a metro station. It is known as Metro Viaduct at Okhla Vihar metro station. So here basically they are going to generate electricity through solar plant. Okay, this is the thing. So it is part of DMRC project. And if we talk about, let's say like in Gujarat, so in Gujarat also they are building, okay, in Gujarat's in Khavada in Gujarat Kutch region, they are building a 45 gigawatt capacity solar energy infrastructure, okay, which is going to be the largest in the world. Now we have another question. This question is related to sunscreens. Okay, sunscreens means like many of us, I mean like if we are going out, so we apply sunscreen on the face. Many of you do it. Okay, so basically that sunscreen does have some negative externalities. It does have negative consequences for the marine ecosystem, because like many people who dive into water, who swim in the water, so like they have sunscreen, they go over there and it pollutes the water and it leads to the killing of fish also. It does, let's say, pollution in the coral. So coral reefs, I mean like they get polluted, and like so coral bleaching happens because of this. So many island nations, they have banned using sunscreen, right, on the beaches. Not only this, like in their own island territory, they have banned sunscreen itself. Okay, so now this question is related to some technical facts related to that. So number 1, it says oxybenzene and octinoxide. Okay, oxybenzene and octinoxide used as ultraviolet filters in sunscreen cause coral bleaching. This statement is right. Coral reefs you might have heard about. So like they are underwater features. So the largest coral reef is Great Barrier Reef. Okay, so I mean like that's the thing. So like these two components, they are used as ultraviolet filters. They cause coral bleaching. And then the zinc oxide or titanium dioxide found in the sunscreen disrupt the growth and reproduction of algae. Okay, so this statement is again a very technical statement. Okay, very technical statement. So basically second statement is wrong. Why? It is because, let's say like in the second statement they have mentioned that manufacturers develop coral reef sunscreens that use such as non-nano zinc oxide and or titanium oxide, which are believed to be less harmful. Okay, so they are kind of so this statement is wrong. All right, because like zooxanthellae algae is there, which is found in the coral reef. So they are affected. Okay, they are affected. So only first statement is right related to this question. Now let us talk about this. Okay, so it says scientists warn of growing threat from sunscreens to marine life. Call for urgent investigation. So I mean, like in many countries, they have just stopped, okay, sunscreen. Okay, especially in island nations. Now we have another question, question number 5. Consider the following statements regarding exercise dharma garjan. Okay, exercise dharma garjan. So we have two statements. It is a kind of defense exercise, military exercise. Okay, so it says it is a joint military exercise between India and United States. This statement is wrong because it is a joint military exercise between India and Japan. Okay, it is between India and Japan. So first statement is wrong. Second statement, the exercise Dharma Garjan is aimed at rehearsing counter-terrorism operations under the UN mandate. This statement is right. So basically, I mean, like, you know, joint military exercises are being conducted by various countries. India does participate in joint military, joint army, joint navy exercise and all, joint air force exercise, or there can be tri-service exercise also. So this is one such exercise which was in the news, so that's why we need to understand. And this is exercise between India and Japan. This exercise is being conducted between India and Japan, and it is conducted under a UN mandate. So India, Japan joint military exercise to begin at Mount Fuji from February 25, like that. Okay, so that's why this topic is important. Now we have another question. This question is from Science and Technology section, and here we are talking about a project, and name of this project is Project Waterworth. Okay, what is the name of the project? Project Waterworth, and we have two statements related to it. First statement says it aims to enhance subsea cable deployment and maintenance using artificial intelligence. This statement is right. Basically, Project Waterworth is a project of Meta. Meta is the parent company of Facebook. Okay, so like, you know, under this project, they are going to lay more than 50,000 kilometers of undersea cable for transferring the internet, okay, from one continent to other continent, like that. More than 50,000 kilometers. Okay, so first statement is right. The cables will be buried deeper in high risk areas to prevent damage from external hazards. Definitely, I mean, like, you know, let's say this is a sea region, and in this sea region there can be high risk areas. So in high risk zones they are going to bury the cable underneath, more underneath, so that, like, you know, it is protected from being damaged. Okay, both these statements are right. Correct answer is option C. And such cables actually help in, like, you know, transferring data from across the continent. And, like, you know, so it says Meta announces Project Waterworth to enhance global connectivity with AI driven subsea cable infrastructure. Okay, so it is AI driven, artificial intelligence driven subsea cable infrastructure. So with this we have another question. This is question number 7. Here we will discuss about a river, and this is a topic from geography section. So it says consider the following statements regarding Sopernica river. Okay, which river? We are talking about a river, Sopernica river. So it says it is an east flowing river that drains into Bay of Bengal. This statement is right. Wrong. This river is a west flowing river. Okay, this river is a west flowing river. What do we mean by east flowing river? What do we mean by west flowing river? Let's consider a river is flowing like this. This is the course of the river. So in which direction it is flowing? It is flowing like that. So we can say it is a west flowing river. Okay, if a river is flowing like this, so it is a east flowing river. And how do we identify the directions? It is based on this particular thing. Okay, kind of Cartesian system. If something is flowing in this direction, it is east flowing. If something is flowing in this direction, it is west flowing, basically. Okay, so first statement is wrong. Second statement, the river originates in the Cardamom Hills of the Western Ghats. This statement is also wrong, because this river basically originates, okay, This river originates at a different place. This is known as Koda Chadri Hills of Western Ghats. Okay, Koda Chadri Hills of Western Ghats. Okay, so we know what is Western Ghats, what is Eastern Ghats. So let me just help you understand that also quickly. Okay, let's consider this is India. Okay, southern portion of India. So over here, this particular portion is known as Eastern Ghats. Okay, this portion is known as Western Ghats, like that. Okay, so here this is Western Ghats and this is Eastern Ghats. I hope you are understanding. Okay, it is to the east, it is to the west. That's the thing. How east west? It is because of this thing. Okay, this is east, this is west, this is north, this is south. Simple. Okay, so if you apply over here, okay, it will come to the eastern side, it will come to the western side. Okay, so here when we talk about this particular river, which is Soparnika river, so it is let's say like it originates from Koda Chadri Hills of the Western Ghats. So both these statements are wrong and correct answer is option D. Okay, option D is the right answer. Greens raise alarm over pollution in Soparnika river. Okay, so kind of, you know, in this particular river, pollution is rising. Okay, so that's why people have raised alarm. People have kind of, you know, raised their voice related to this. So we have another question. This question is from the history section. Okay, so here we are talking about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, why we are discussing about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Because he was the founder of the Maratha Empire. Okay, he was the founder of the Maratha Empire, and let's say like, you know, he has conquered some region of the Bijapur, right, kingdom during the, that time, and he was a kind of, you know, like, you know, kind of person with huge strength. So he believed in fighting for gaining power. So here it says he was crowned as Chhatrapati at Raigad Fort in 1674. Okay, he was crowned as Chhatrapati in Raigad in 1674. Okay, this statement is right. He carved out his own independent kingdom from Sultanate of Ahmednagar. It is not from Sultanate of Ahmednagar, it is from Sultanate of Bijapur. So when you read, let's say, modern history, yeah, you'll come across Bijapur, Golconda, fort, etc. So many of these things. So Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, recently, like, you know, it was his kind of birth anniversary. So to celebrate his birth anniversary, lot of, I mean, like, you know, things have been planned, and that's why, let's say, like, we are reading about this. Okay, so it says Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Jayanti. Are banks, markets, offices and schools open or closed in Mumbai? Okay, like that. So with this, let us now move to next question. Okay, this question is important. Consider the following statements regarding Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Okay, so this topic is important under art and culture section. So we will understand about Ramakrishna Paramhansa, and we'll also understand about Ramakrishna mission. We'll understand about role of Swami Vivekananda also. Okay, so through this question. So here it says he sought salvation through traditional ways of knowledge and Kriya Yoga amidst increasing westernization and modernization. This statement is wrong. Why? Because, let's say, he sought salvation through traditional ways of knowledge. Okay, traditional ways of renunciation, like, you know, meditation and bhakti. So what were the traditional ways that he followed? Is renunciation, meditation and bhakti. Renunciation means when you kind of, you know, renunciate the world, when you kind of, you know, feel that you are not attached to the worldly affairs, you are not attached to the material things in the world. Okay, renunciation, meditation and bhakti. Second statement, he founded the Ramakrishna mission in 1897 with the headquarters of Ramakrishna Math and mission at Belur near Calcutta. This statement is wrong, Basically, it was not Ramakrishna Paramhamsa who has founded the Ramakrishna mission. It is Swami Vivekanand. Okay, Swami Vivekanand, who was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. Okay, so Swami Vivekananda, he has founded the Ramakrishna Math. Okay, Ramakrishna mission. Okay, that's the thing. So why we are reading this topic? Because, like, recently there was a kind of Jayanti or birth anniversary of Ramakrishna Paramhans. Okay, so it says PM pays tribute to Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans on his Jayanti. Okay, so he is Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans. Now we have another question, question number 10. We'll go through this question quickly. With reference to the constitutional provisions and principles related to center-state relations in India. So this question is related to center-state relations, means the relation that the central government maintains with the state governments in India. So, like, we have center, we have multiple state governments in the country. So related to that, we are discussing about constitutional principles, okay, kind of center-state relation. Okay, so first statement says the Constitution of India explicitly mandates the adoption of 3-language formula in school education under directive principles of state policy. So this statement, first statement is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because Constitution does not explicitly mandate a 3-language policy. It is a policy recommended under national education policy. Okay, it is mandated, recommended under national education policy. It is not mandated under the Constitution. So first statement is wrong. Second, centrally sponsored schemes are implemented under Article 282 of the Constitution, which allows both the union and state governments to make discretionary grants for public purposes. This statement is right. Okay, so what you need to do is, you need to open the Beer Act, you need to open the Constitution of India, then you can read this article, which is Article 282 of the Constitution. The 7th schedule of the Constitution provides that, okay, the 7th schedule of the Constitution provides that education is a subject exclusively under the union list, okay, allowing the center to frame binding policies for all states. Okay, this statement is wrong, because when we talk about education, education is a subject matter which is not in the union list, but it is in the concurrent list. Okay, where it is in the concurrent list, and in the concurrent list there is entry number 25 where it is mentioned. So what do we mean by this list? Basically, the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India talks about center-state relations. So, like, under this, like, 3 lists are maintained. One is the union list, second is state list, third is concurrent list. Union list means, in this particular list, whatever subject matter is mentioned, there the union government is empowered to frame legislation, to make laws. In the state list, the state governments are empowered to make laws. And in the concurrent list, it is both the union government and the state governments are empowered to frame laws. And if in case there is any contradiction, so the laws made by the central government will prevail. Okay, that's the thing. Fourth statement, the principle of cooperative federalism requires that subjects in the concurrent list be implemented through mutual consultation between the center and state. This statement is right. So correct answer is option B, which is 2 and 4 only. So for this, you just need to read the center-state relations. You need to read about the Finance Commission also. Okay, like the article that I have discussed, it is also connected with Finance Commission. So it says, undermining the federalism on central funding states and education, like that. So recently, there are some political things going on related to, central-state relations. Okay, so that's all from my side for the day. If you like this video, like it on YouTube also, share with your friends, and also if you have some questions, type your questions in the comment section of this video. We are going to respond to your questions. And thank you so much everyone for watching this discussion. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.